During this podcast, I'm going to be talking about a huge issue we have here right in Raleigh, North Carolina. This issue is the invasive species of fire ants in North Carolina. Throughout this podcast, I will be talking about how they came to North Carolina and what counties they are in, who and what they affect, and most importantly, how to get these evil invaders out of our home of North Carolina. Fire ants were first discovered in 1952 in North Carolina. The ants are originally native to Brazil but now inhabit 11 southern states. Those states include Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, and of course, North Carolina. This picture shows the counties in North Carolina where fire ants are. Some of these counties include Wake County, Johnson County, Chatham County, Orange County, and Durham County. The U.S. Department of Agriculture and the North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Service are currently quarantining the areas in red below. They are regulating the movement of certain items that might carry the ants to other areas throughout the state and to other states. Along with these departments, it is also the citizens of North Carolina's responsibility to control these tiny invaders. These little creepy pests are only about 1/16 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch big. Their irregular shaped mounds vary in size but contain thousands of fire ants in them. One example that I read was a mound that was 2 feet in diameter and 18 inches high and contained around 100,000 ants. This is some creepy stuff. Even though these pests are extremely small, they cause major problems. One major problem that they cause is injury to livestock and other animals. Another major problem is that fire ants destroy plants. Picture 2 shows one example of the potential damage they can do to the plants. Also, if bitten by a fire ant, a pus-filled sore will form at the sting sites on your skin. Also, if a person scratches the sore can open and form again. This will lead to another infection. If someone is highly allergic to fire ants, then they might need medical attention right away. Fire ants are also not just outdoor problems, but they invade indoor spaces as well. One way that people can control fire ants is to take out the trash frequently. This way, fire ants will not have a reason to be inside homes. Also, the community needs to make sure the dumpsters are being emptied frequently. This way, they are not hanging around in those areas. Another way that people can control fire ants is to spray their mounds with fire ant repellent. This will kill the fire ants and keep them from coming back. For the people who do not like to use chemicals on their plants, don't worry because there is an alternative to fire ant repellent. Instead of using chemicals, people can mix vinegar and baking soda to create their own repellent. This also works to keep the ants from coming back. In conclusion, fire ants are not supposed to be invading our homes and they cause major problems. These are just simple things that we can do in our daily lives to help get these evil invaders out of our home of Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's all be one family and work together to achieve this goal.